I think I found my favorite.
And that is the klipspringer, a nimble and sure-footed antelope that lives among rock formations in Africa. But they're just one of over 2,000 animals and 400 species found at the Dallas Zoo. Welcome to the Dallas Zoo.
There's definitely many cool things to see here at the zoo. And I'm not even halfway through.
This video is both a quick tour of the Dallas Zoo, focusing on the exhibits of each animal, along with facts that you need to know before visiting the Dallas Zoo, the oldest and largest zoo in Texas. The preface to this is don't expect the zoo to be empty. You are in Dallas, so there will either be a lot of people or a ton of people. But don't let that deter you, because it is worth the visit. And probably half of the 106-acre park is parking lot. No, not half, but they do have a lot of parking, so be prepared for a decent walk prior to entering the entrance. Also, keep the parking ticket handy because they will want to check it about 10 million times. First, the park is essentially divided into two big areas, the north side and south side. The south side is filled with all the more classic and large zoo animals, including elephants, gorillas, and hippos. The north side has a tiger, with the second biggest animal probably being a maned wolf, or the Galapagos turtles. The division is this long tunnel, which is neat, but reminds me a bit of an airport. They sell little stuffed animals and glow sticks and lights, knowing that the kids might be afraid of the slightly darkened tunnel. So since the classic animals are on the south side, let's start there with the giants of the Savanna. This is a very awesome area where you can feed the giraffes, and there's actually a ton of giraffes here. Like, a lot. There is a good amount of elephants too, although most were chilling in the very back. The back 40, munching on some hay. The warthog was cool. I've never seen one so close. And it wasn't quite the Lion King's Pumbaa warthog, I thought, but they were still neat. The painted dogs were basking in the sun, only getting up to flip over like a pancake. In this area, they also have some food options, including a food stand and a Serengeti grill. As you leave passing the elephant statues, take a left at the bamboo, and you will find yourself on the gorilla trail, which I must say is a big exhibit for the gorillas. I turned around at the gorilla overlook to head to the wild encounters area where the zookeepers had a giant snake, a red-tailed boa, which was actually more cool than scary. This snake has a red tail, so it looks like the front of the snake's coloration was desaturated. Many people loved seeing this snake during the presentation. The next big exhibit was the hippos, and boy were they having a wonderful time swimming around and around the exhibit. This viewing area was my favorite. You can see so much, and it doesn't feel like they're 100% on display or overexposed. The cool feature of this exhibit is where you can go to the side, kind of under the water, and see them swimming all around. As you continue on the loops, there's the aviary, chimpanzees, and a Nile crocodile. The aviary was unique because you got to go inside, and one of the birds thought I was going to feed it and came flying fast and close. Then it saw I wasn't the zookeeper and promptly left. Okay, let's head over to the north side, where you'll find the children's zoo. I did not enter it, but it has the typical goat yard, alpacas, and all that stuff. Then this part almost feels like you're walking in a back alley of the zoo because there's nothing for a while but a wall and the Prime Meridian Cafe. The big animal, as I said earlier, is the tiger, was really cool. There was an indoor viewing area, and it had a full skeleton of a tiger and lots of interesting facts. The tiger was not visible up close unless you decided to be up close, which, as you would probably guess, is not too often. And after this, you find yourself here in a herpetarium, and you won't forget the feeling when you walk inside, and not the EBGBs of all the little reptiles. At least in late winter and early spring, it is incredibly hot and humid in here. There's alligators, snakes, lizards, frogs, and of course we're in Texas, so there's a dedicated Texas section. You could spend a lot of time in here. Next is the maned wolf. A long walk along a picnic ridge, and what I find to be the most boring part of the park. Then you can stop at the bug building, which I skipped it. Leaving, you come to the gift shop, of course, which was full of goodies. And there's also a very popular carousel ride at the very, very front of the zoo. I hope you enjoyed this quick tour, so you know what to expect when visiting the Dallas Zoo. Be sure to subscribe to join me on more travel adventures.
See you guys in the next one.